main profile is the matcha, so I might as well just buy it from 85 degrees C. Basically, I think it has strawberry flavoring on the outside for the layer and some strawberry cream in it. In my channel, I feature a lot of lifestyle items, but also food items, especially Asian food items. We just came back from New York. If you haven't checked out our New York travel vlog and food vlogs, make sure you check them out after today's video. But after we got back from New York, my husband actually went to Houston for my favorite bakery store, 85 degrees C, and bought me so many items. So in today's video, we're going to check out and haul all of the items and maybe do some taste tests. Before we start, don't forget to like and subscribe and ring the notification bell. And without further ado, let's get into today's haul. Alright, first let's check out the 85 degrees C. Oh, my husband spent a total of $40 there. I want to say he spent a lot of money, but we just came back from New York. Everything is just pricier over there, so seeing this price and getting so many items, it just makes me happy. One must-try item from the 85 degrees Celsius bakery store is their egg tarts. So every time we go, my husband always buy like 2 of the half dozens, one bring to the office, one just stay at home, maybe share with family and stuff. This is what it looks like, 85 degrees. And today, ta-da! This is what the egg tart looks like. It comes in these foil thing. Let's take it out. I usually just eat it like over this instead of like putting in a plate or something. This is what it looks like. Of course, it tastes the best when you just bought it. Like usually after you put it in the fridge, like it kind of tastes a little bit different, but it still tasted pretty good. And I think it tastes the best when it's just right from the oven and it's warm. It's just really good. So let's take a bite. So the outside layer is this flaky cup and inside layer is this egg tart. So the egg tart is made with, I want to say, condensed milk, egg, and cream. It has a very strong cream taste. And it's also lightly sweetened by the condensed milk. I actually learned a recipe how to make egg tarts at home. It actually tastes pretty good, but I just can't make the outside crust as good as the bakery store. And I would say that sometimes when I make it at home, I make it either too sweet or not sweet enough. I just can't get the good proportion of this. So I might as well just buy it from 85 degrees C. So far, I've tried egg tarts from a lot of bakery stores, especially the Asian bakery stores. I would say like the 85 degrees is pretty good. It's also consistent. Like every time you go, you know what you get. Like it's always good. So creamy and sweet. It doesn't have a too strong of egg taste, which I love, because sometimes like some stores they have the egg tart too eggy, but these are just like perfect flavor from the milk, from the cream, from the egg. It's just so good. So those egg tarts at the time of filming this video is $11.30 for the whole box, and each box has 6 egg tarts. Alright, we also bought some white toast. These are actually pretty cheap. Their toasts are very soft. Actually, my grandpa really likes the toast from them. My favorite toast from the bakery store is their white chocolate toast. It's so good. I highly recommend you to toast it up with your home oven or a toaster or something. But these are just the regular toast. It's so soft. If you look at this, it's like, it's slightly sweetened. I know white bread is not very healthy, but we don't eat bread that often. So these toasts are really good for peanut butter and jelly. Like these are really good for making any sweets compared to like sandwiches. Because I feel like sandwich toast, I think the best sandwich toast is still the sourdough, but these are the opposite of sourdough. It's like so soft and like it's just like, look. So I told my husband to buy the white chocolate toast, but things have shifted on the shelf and he's just genuinely confused because he like usually when we go together I'm the person that like buys stuff and he just pays, so he's like confused. He's like, I don't know which one is which, and he saw this one called white toast and he just got them, but these are not the white chocolate toast. White chocolate toasts are way sweeter and it has like chocolate in the middle. It's sweeter, it's like thicker toast, but these are also very, but the white chocolate toast, they're like thicker in each slice. Cheap. They're $2.25, and I think it's a really good price for the amount of food you get. And Brandon actually bought like so many different flavor of bread. Well, we're gonna eat them as breakfast slash. This is a matcha cake. This one is perfectly good for dessert if you like matcha. And I've had this one before when I lived in China. It's very, very soft. Like, I tried to learn how to make cakes like these. Like, I think there are online tutorials, but it's never as good as the ones. And also when I make matcha cake at home, it gets really bitter, but these are actually really, really good. So the matcha red bean cake is $3.20, and this one is shareable. It's not pre-sliced. You have to slice them yourself. It has some red beans, but the main profile is the matcha and the cream. And the matcha is actually like really, really, really like lightly, like it's like a subtle flavor. Let's just do a thin slice of these. Ooh, I didn't do a good job of doing this thin slice. There we go. This is what it looks like. I didn't do a good job with my thin. I'm trying not to eat too much dessert in the middle of the day, but if you like matcha, you have to try this one. Really, really like the matcha flavor of the cake. Is super, super soft. Like when you eat it, it just melts in your mouth. And the red bean flavor is really the aftertaste, because red bean is really sweet. Because matcha is a little bit bitter and it doesn't have too much sugar. This cake is not too sweet, but the aftertaste, the sweetness actually comes from the red bean. I really like this one. This is like the go-to cake that I buy from 85 Degrees C. Like they also sell like other stuff, like other sponge cake and stuff, but this is the one because like it's so perfectly done that I think it's like everyone should try it at least once. Even if you don't like matcha, it's not like super strong flavor, but you can definitely taste the matcha. I think this one could have been the berry tail, and this is the marble carol. Right now, let's try out more bread. This is the strawberry. Oh, it looks so good. It looks so pink. I'm sure it's food coloring. Maybe it's real strawberry, but let's try it. Let's cut it open. We're gonna eat a little bit and then like save some for my husband. Okay, here we go. Ooh, it actually has strawberry filling in there. Ooh, interesting. This is what it looks like. Wow. It's like strawberry cream in the middle, and this time the filling is actually a lot. Like you can see there's not a lot of hollow space in between, which is a great. Basically, I think it has strawberry flavoring on the outside for the layer and some strawberry cream in the inside. Now let's try this. All right, let's see. Ooh, this is actually really good. The filling is not too sweet. Very strong strawberry flavor. I would say though, the bread is not as soft in this one. The bread is actually really firm. It's actually a different texture almost, but I kind of like it. It's really filling as well. It's basically a strawberry sandwich right here. It's like a perfect combination of the bread, the toppings, and the fillings of the cream. I think this is one of my favorite items from 85 Degrees C. I'm gonna save the rest for my husband. I think he's really gonna enjoy this one. I think this one is the milk pudding bun. All right, let's try out this one. I think this may be the milk puff. It looks kind of small and it's already kind of like So I feel like this is probably gonna be like kind of hollowy inside, but the bread is super soft. Wow. Wow, guys, this is like the milk. Oh, this is the cream cheese puff. Ooh, this is like a Danish dessert, but not in the Danish form, but in like a more Asian bakery form. It's basically that Danish cream cheese, but with super soft bread like this. Ooh, look at this. Wow. And there's quite a bit of filling as well, I would say. Like the filling is actually a lot. I feel like there's more filling than the bread. I think this is probably gonna be my favorite because I love the Danish thing, the Danish bread, because of the cream cheese. Like, look how cool this is, and it's super, super soft, as you can see. I think you can see from the texture. All right, let's try this out. It's really good. The cream cheese is very creamy. I would say though, I feel like the Costco cream cheese tastes a little bit better than this, because I think this one is more creamy than cheesy, but it's still pretty good. I will give this item 8 out of 10. I think it's totally good. I really like that cream cheese filling. It's really good. And they give you a lot of filling, which is something worth celebrating. All right, next item. Let's try out this. So I feel like this is probably the cream puff. It has like some blueberry jam on the top. Let's see, let's open. Oh, this is probably the blueberry puff. Blueberry cream puff. It's like, oh, blueberry and then blueberry cream puff in the middle. I think this one is kind of similar to the strawberry, but less firm. There's no toppings, but there's like a lot of cream inside. And it's really good as well. Like, and it's really like filled as well. There's quite a bit of cream, the blueberry filling in the middle. And it's not like a jam thing. I felt like it's just like blueberry jam, like then that's nothing special. But this is actually like cream, blueberry cream in the inside. So now let's try this out. Ooh, I'm gonna eat half and save the other half for my husband, as usual, so we can both try. All right, let's try this. Blueberry cream. I think this is potentially better than the cream cheese and the strawberry. I think this cream cheese actually has the cheese flavor, and the blueberry make it taste super good. This is perfect. Like, this is probably my favorite item. I will give this item 10 out of 10 just because it's the perfect texture, perfect ratio, perfect flavor. It's basically everything I'm looking for in a bakery item with cream cheese in the middle. And it's not overly sweet at all, so it's not overly oily or sweet. It's just like lighter than the air, but creamy and sweet at the same time. It's so good. This is my favorite item. Get a blueberry cream cheese. It has like a little blueberry mark on the top. I may not save the other half to my husband. One of my favorite thing about like Asian bakeries in general is that everything is done very, very soft and very light and not overly sweet. And I just love those flavor profile because a lot of times the Western bakeries, they're too sweet, and I do like the flaky croissants and stuff, but like sometimes I felt it gets a little bit too oily. But usually the Asian ones are really, really soft and spongy and lightly sweetened. I think this one may be the Boba Bomb. Let's open it. Is this the Boba Bomb? Ooh, interesting. It's like hollow in the inside with filling. Oh, this could be the milk tea bun. I feel like this is the milk tea with tapioca balls. Oh, that makes so much more sense. So I would say like it's kind of hollow in the inside. This is kind of small with not a lot of fillings. But if you see, like the wrap is also very thin and so very, very soft and fluffy. So let's take a bite. Taking a bite behind the scenes. I just took a shower. Kind of messy. I do like the tapioca. This thing is very, very soft. I think the flavor is really, really good. I kind of wish it's more filling. But it's not too sweet. It's like lightly sweetened. It has very good milk tea flavor. And I really like the texture of the tapioca. It's right there. This is the boba. Let's try again. It's pretty good. But I would say I will wish for a little bit more filling because it's kind of hollow in the inside. But the flavor and the texture taste amazing. It's very soft. The milk tea flavor is very on point. And the boba is also good. It's also a good ratio between the milk tea and boba. I just wish there's a little bit more bread and a little bit more filling. Also, the dough itself, it's lightly sweetened as well. It's not flavored. It's not flavorless. It actually has some like lightly sweetened flavor. Some of them are $1.85 or $1.80. I think it depends on like how big it is. Like this taro one, you can tell this is taro. It's way bigger than the other ones. I can't wait to try. All right, so finally let's try out this thing. I feel like this is also a blueberry or taro. This could be taro. Let's cut this open. Oops, I have a little bit of strawberry cream. Ooh, this is just bread. Interesting. Like, so this item is just a bread. Let's just cut it one more time in the center. Oh, there we go. Okay. So my first cut was not deep enough. I was like, what the heck? There we go. Here's the taro bread. I would say the bread of this one is kind of similar to the texture of the strawberry one. It's kind of dense. It's not too soft and cushiony. Like this is like very dense bread. And it has the taro filling, which I love. I love taro filling. But as you can see, the filling is not too deep. Like especially right here. I can just open it. See, it's kind of like shallow on this one. So like there's like a very big chunk of bread that doesn't have filling. When you bite into it, it probably doesn't have as much flavor, but it does have the topping that gives you a little bit of flavor. So we're just like dissecting this bread right now, but it does give you quite a bit of filling. I just wish that it's not like so much like dense, but like more flat. like so that I can have like, you know, longer filling. But let's try this. We're gonna try out the filling side a little bit. All right, let's try this. I really like the filling. This is basically like mashed taro with some sugar and seasoning. It actually tasted so good. Like there's a very natural taro taste, but the only concern I have is like once the taro is gone, then the bread is kind of like a dense bread with like filling in the middle. But like as you can see at the top, this is just bread. Like I'll just have to put some jam or stuff to eat it. The bread itself doesn't have much flavor. It's pretty dense. Like I feel like I'm getting full eating this particular item, which is great. But I kind of wish they give you a little bit more filling, or maybe have the filling not like in a ball in the center, but like more flat, spread it out a little bit more. But the taro itself actually tasted pretty good. So I think this will be a great breakfast item. It's quite filling, so I'll save the rest and eat for breakfast tomorrow. Alright, so those are the items from 85 Degrees C bakery store, and now let's dive in to my H Mart haul.